Today has been a really busy day today. I'm gonna do this, upload it, and then I've got to take Benjamin and his two children for a ride. Don't have to, I want to. They need adventure too. This morning, first thing, I got up, took Brandon to the Indian hospital. He had to do a consultation on a colonoscopy. Then he came work. Then I had to take him back to work, and then came home. Got a knife in the mail that I had ordered. I thought, and it was just $19 plus shipping. I think I got $24 in it. This is my normal knife. See, you can see how big it is. And I thought that was what I was getting, but it's a Damascus blade. I should have known better. They're not cheap. And this is what I got, and it's smaller than it looks on camera. It's tiny. It's 3 inches long, closed. Oops. Well, that was good. Hang on a second. I double checked any claims made, and they, in the fine print, said 3 inches long. So I'm keeping it. I gave them a positive rating, but on the comment, I thought it would be much larger. It'll make me a good little Damascus pocket knife. The reason I wanted it, and sooner or later I'll find one I want, Damascus. See those handles? Those are elkhorn handles. And like I showed my best friend Jerry, everything shooter I've got but one has elkhorn handles on it. It's kind of my trademark. Not that I really have a trademark. But Nick's, his handles are buffalo horn. And that's kind of how we do things. Got my old standby stubby secreted away under my shirt. I'm wearing shorts today. I spoke with my brother Chris this morning briefly. I woke him up by accident. He's doing well. My sister is supposed to see him this afternoon. She's having 2 implants put in. She's got the metal receiver parts already there. Benj, would you take this back? I'm doing my vlog. I'm going to upload it, and then I'll take y'all.
All right, thank you.
But, I talked to him last night briefly. I did something that I've been looking for years. And I don't have a picture of it. I'm not going to bring it up. I had a Gretsch Professional jazz guitar, electric, hollow body. New, if you could get them, it's vintage. I mean, I don't think they even make them anymore. Right now, to get one that's in immaculate condition with the guitar case that came with it, all that, you're looking at $15,000, $16,000 for one that's in, like I said, immaculate condition. This one, it was stolen from me right before, 47 years ago it was stolen from me from my apartment in Norman. I was really mad. Linda remembers me being really angry. I loved that guitar, and I kept the information on it all these years. So I took photos of the information and sent it. I've got dated certified notarized information on that guitar. I've got the original police report. They have contacted Norman Police Department already. I've checked for years trying to chase that guitar down, and I found it. It's out of a pawn shop in Broward County, Florida. I guess that's how you pronounce it. It is mine. The UPC number matches, the serial number matches. It looks. I never took photos of mine. And I told my brother Chris last night I'd chased it down. They're asking $3,944 and something plus shipping and handling for the guitar. I'm not paying them for my own property back. If the law is anything like it is here in Oklahoma, you have to pay what they pawned the guitar for. But I want to know who pawned it. I want to know who they got it from, because like I said, it was stolen from me in Norman, Oklahoma. It was and is a slick guitar. It's ocean turquoise. That's the actual color designation on it. It's the hollow body electric that doesn't have the cutaway like all other guitars do these days. It just had the two rounded wings. But I thought that was interesting. I found it after all this time. I do want it back. The one big problem in all that is Broward County is down on the southeastern tip of Florida, I think, down by Miami-Dade, and they're under a flood right now. So have to see what happens from that. And I'm not paying them half of $3,500 to get my guitar back. I don't want it back that bad. Now, if I had to pay like 10% of it or something, I wouldn't mind. I've got plenty of guitars. It's just things are coming back to me. They're migrating back. I mean, it's weird. Nick found a couple of guns that had been lost. We got them back. I found two swords that had been stolen from me when my wife and I lived at 2150 West Brooks with our 4 sons. They were stolen out of one of my vehicles. I got them back. They're hanging on the wall over there. If you're supposed to have it, you're supposed to have it. If you're not, and I don't covet that guitar, don't get me wrong. I can't even play the ones I've got. I probably could if I had time right now, but time is at an absolute minimum for me right now. Tomorrow, Crystal's supposed to come get her 3 kids, and she does that. I'm grabbing Linda, and we're going to go do something, and I'll even take her pickup. She says my van's cramped, and it doesn't give you much leg room, but the seats are so much more comfortable. I've saw my best friend Jerry. We were talking. I've got macular degeneration, and these are what I call my blind man glasses, and they're comfortable. They guard my eyes really well, and I thought it was a joke until I did some research. And I've got 2 pairs of these they sent to me, and I had Benjamin put them on. They've got these little side things here to keep the light absolutely isolated. And Bids, man, those things are dark. And I said, yeah. I told Jerry I had them on because I didn't know what I did with my old ones. I said, I feel like I got welder glasses on. He said, well, maybe you ought to go do some welding. Afraid not. But he asked what macular degeneration is, and he says, that where you get a little dot and it just gets bigger over time? I said, yeah, my left eye isn't that bad. That one's like my peripheral's off, but this one is getting worse. Left-eyed, I'm left-eyed dominant, and I can see way out there, but I don't see up close with it. And this one I can see out there some, but there's a BB-sized black dot in front of my eye, and he noticed that in one of his too, and it's got him worried. And I said, go get your eyes checked, Bubba. They have to do a pressure test, and they have to do a microscopic test on your eye, and it's painful when they do that. Actually, they lock your eyelids open, they give you a shot in your eye, and then they go ahead and they do a deep view of everything going on inside your eye under your pupil. I'm also getting cataracts in my right eye. Left eye, no. Right eye, yes. And that's all a condition I got from my mother, you know. Unfortunately, and it's like congestive heart failure, and this is the thing that I explained to Jerry. My grandmother had it, and when she died, she was 88 years old or something like that. She had lived a long life, and she'd been diagnosed with that. And so saying congestive heart failure, it shortens your life. It does if you're not careful. My mother had it, but she didn't die from that. She died from stage 4 lung cancer. But the thing my brother Chris has to do is cut out salt. He loves spices, but there are other spices he can eat that don't add to the water weight. He's lost 110 pounds, I think, or thereabouts, since he was taken into the heart hospital in Oklahoma City. Yesterday, he walked 300 feet. It's 150 feet down to into the hallway and 150 feet back. He did it with a walker, and said he wasn't winded when he got back to his room and sat down. So he is working at getting better. My sister needs to get her jewelry back. The guy that used to work for Chris has it in a safe at his jewelry store, and I thought maybe Chris's ex-wife could handle it. He said, I don't want to burden her with that. Found out that my former sister-in-law had a tree fall through the roof of her house in McAllister and punched a hole right through the roof right in her dining room. So she's got that to worry about. Everybody's got problems. I mean, it's a deal. It really is. Well, I'm going to get off of here. I'm going to take Benjamin and his 2 kids for a ride, probably go to Turner Falls and look around and come back. They'll like that. Not taking the van because they can't see. The seat's low in the back and they can't see out the windows. This way they can look and see where all we're going and talk and enjoy it. Well, folks, I love you with everything I've got to love you with. I want God to bless you, and He is blessing you. So please thank Him for them. And like the sign up there says, be kind. Bye.